Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to build this stunning, completely custom LEGO race car in under 5 minutes with parts that everybody has. So I think that this car is a great addition to anybody's LEGO collection, and without further ado, let's get into the building process. Alright, and here we go. The car is completely disassembled. So, for this build, you're going to need pretty much all these parts to make it look really nice. And starting off for the build, we're just going to slide these away. You're going to need your basic plate. This is one of the most common plates ever for building cars. They're found in pretty much every LEGO car. And a note is that the only rare parts in this entire construction are probably these main tires. They're pretty rare and they're pretty old LEGO parts found in some 90s and 2000s LEGO sets. So, you know, you might have a little bit of trouble finding these, but there's lots of alternatives out there. So just keep that in mind that you might not find these pieces. So let's get started with this construction. So, the first thing we're going to do is take a part like this, and this is just simply these 3 Lego squares with this little red part on top. And again, you can change the color scheme if you are low on parts. And all you gotta do is just put that right over there like this. Next, we're gonna take a basic red brick, just like this. Very common, you really should have this brick, I really hope so. And we're just gonna put that right there. And as you can see, now we have the back of the car and the front of the car already identified. Next, we're gonna take these pieces. These are found in pretty much every LEGO car, and then they're pretty much vital for making a good-looking car. And then, if you don't have these parts, I just recommend breaking apart one of your other cars just to get them, because this car is one of the most clean-looking race cars I've ever built. I've built lots of custom creations, and this is one of my best ones ever. Alright, so as you can see now we already have something going here, you know, something looking pretty nice, solid. Next we're going to work on the backrest. So this thing is just going to need these 2 parts here. As you can see, just take a good look at that, just to, as you can see, just take a good look at that, just like this. And you can change up the part scheme if you want, and you're just going to lay that right there on top. Alright, next we're going to work on the inside of this car. So for this is one of the most configurable elements of the entire construction. So starting off, we're going to take our main dashboard, as you can see here. Just going to take this piece, very nice, and let's just work on this. So I'm going to take this piece, it's going to be our main dashboard piece. Then we're just going to lay this red bit on top of it. Then the dashboard on top like that, and then finally this random piece here, and then there you go, you have your entire dashboard. Put that right there, fits very nicely. And then we're going to add this piece right here, put the steering wheel on top of that. Again, this can be customized based on how you like it. And then we're just going to fit that in like there. And as you can see, we're really just getting something going right now. It looks very nice already. And then finally, we have our side pieces. So just get some of these, you know, standard side pieces. They are extremely common pieces. And let's just fit that in there, just like that. And second, I just added a decal here, not necessary. Just added a little sticker there. And there you go. Already it looks like we've got something real good happening already. So next, as you can see, we have our little windshield here. Very common piece yet again. What we're going to do for this bit is we're just going to take that here and take that here. Line those 2 up. And then slide it on like that. And finally, there you go. As you can see, we've already got something really great. A lot of the time in LEGO sets, you know, they tell you to add the details later. I don't really support this, so here we go. So now we're gonna work on the back of this LEGO set. So I'm just gonna take another one of these bricks, very common. And we're just going to simply slide that in there like that. That's good. Now we're gonna take one of these, we're gonna turn the car upside down. Then as you can see just right here, very simple, like that. And then you're gonna take your rear, this main piece, that's actually the wheel, and then just slide that in. I'm trying to do this with one hand while holding the camera, so it's not very easy for me to do it. Great, so it looks like we already got something nice going on here. I like it a lot, how it's turning out so far. So now that we have all of this completed, we're just going to take this one piece right here, just like this. And it's just composed of this bottom red piece, and then just like this. You guys can just go back and do it when you're ready. So just slide that in there. And now we're going to work on the back piece of the car. So this is what we need for the back piece, and this is what really makes the car iconic. So I think you really should try to match this exactly. So what we're gonna need for this is the most important part. These nice red flaming exhaust tips, very cool. And of course I got my license plate here. So for this one, of course, we have our regular piece here. So starting off, you want to take your two pieces and you're going to lay them on top of this right here. You can turn this whichever way you want. I'm just going to have it like this for now. And we're just going to put that on there like that. Do this. And then obviously, I know I'm making it work a little bit weird right now because I'm trying to do this whole thing with one hand. And just like that. And then you put that on there like that. There you go. This, and as you can see, here you go, you have a nice old little back plate already looking great. And then finally, very satisfying, you can just slide that whole thing into the car. That looks so good. And then take this thing, again, the number one decal, just a complete cosmetic. You don't need it, but it really does add look at the car. Slide that in there, and then here I just have a regular old wing, you know, just something I made up. You can do whatever you want with this, just be creative, because it is Legos. Then put that here, put that there, and as you can see now, we have a beautiful back side to the car, completely done. This looks so good here. So now let's work on the front. We're already really getting close to finishing this thing, so I think that's really good, how fast we're getting through this. So the first thing to do for this build is just gonna take this piece, and this might be a little bit rare, but you're just gonna need this thing right here. This piece looks like that. Then a blue piece in the center and something like this. Then this is where it gets a little bit complicated, but you want to slide it in like that, and that's a very weird angle to be at. But here's just another angle of how it's gonna look like. And from multiple angles, it just is just all adding to the style and the look of the overall car, which is why I've made it in this weird orientation. Again, you can change it around if you want to do that. So next, we're just gonna take this one, just slide in like that, very nice like that. That's easy. And then lastly, I'm gonna take these two pieces that make up our main. Here we go. So just like that. And you can see where we got something going here. It looks very nice already. So now let's take our second wheelbase, everyone, looking very nice right there. Then we're just going to make sure we get this nice and even. Turn the car around. And let's see, just slide that in there. And then of course add this support piece, very important, so that the wheels don't come flying off when you want to play with this thing. And there you go, just in there. And already, as you can see, looking at a car now. So we're almost done with this construction. Let's work on the front lights. So again, this is something where you can use your own creativity. For this, I made like these little raised bits here, just to make it look nice and even with the color scheme. So we're just gonna slide that in there like this. And slide that in there like that. There you go, make them nice and even. And then finally, these nice white bulbs. Again, fully customizable. I like customization all the time with my builds. That's why I make custom builds so much, because they're so customizable. So slide one light in there, as you can see, a very clean line like that. Looks very nice. Then, second one, slide that in there. Looks good. And then finally, we're almost done with this car build. we're just going to put these two together. Put this like that. Just like that. And then slide them together one at a time. Nice click. Over there. And then finally turn this baby around. You can see here it looks like that. And look at this. This thing looks so good already. So we're just gonna move this back plate here. This is called a splitter, as you can see here. It's not necessary, but then you can have it if you want. And then finally, just gonna slap in that splitter over there. And wow, we are finally done. I just got my little minifigure here. I just made him. This is also a custom minifigure. As you can see, it says City Pizza on the back here. And as you can see, he has the blue legs to match with a little bit of blue on the interior and the red helmet. So, over there. Slide him inside that car, and there you go. You got yourself a completely finished race car. Look at this thing. It looks so polished. It just looks so good. And yes, you're not going to find anything like this anywhere. It is a completely custom build. As you can see here, it looks really great. And it matches a variety of styles. It can be a nice retro racer, old racer, or it can be something modern as well. It can be anything you want it to be. And as you can see, very customizable, all sorts of colors. And the only parts that are really pretty rare are probably these wheel parts. But honestly, you shouldn't have that much trouble getting them. Again, you can just use your creativity and figure it out. So yeah, guys, that is my custom race car build. And of all my builds, I think this is the most polished. Like some of them, they often look kind of weird and, I just kind of overdo them. But I like them how they are. But this thing, I think it's really good as just a set. I think it can legitimately become a real Lego set. That's how good I think it looks. And yeah, guys, please tell me what you think about this. Comment down below if you like this build, and show me a picture if you did it yourself. And thanks for watching the video, everybody, and see you guys in the next one. Bye!